Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is VlogsBoutNothin. If you've managed to make it onto this sort of scene, then I welcome you with open arms. I also wish you good luck because kind of navigating through my life here, it's never scripted and definitely never boring. I mean, or is it? I mean, the show's called Vlogs About Nothing. Be the judge for yourself. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. So, tonight we're actually going to be talking about my opinions on whether or not it's okay to record yourself at work. All right, let's preface, the dialogue by just letting you know that I'm really, just going to give you my opinion, but I definitely don't recommend doing the things that I, am opinionated about as it concerns your welfare, lifestyle, and just, way of getting by. So don't take my word for it, right? I mean, I wouldn't. I don't have a job. There's really no kind of like network here for you to even begin to listen to me regardless. So there's that. But moving forward, there shouldn't be any problems with recording at work. Okay, so I've recorded at work. Who hasn't recorded at work? I mean, if you're not over the age of, let's say, 55, to be fair, in terms of everybody has recorded at work at some point, even if it's not, for content creation purposes. I mean, what's to say that recording a part of your day is not just something you share with your friends or with your family? Or I think it's just because employers don't want the world to see how terrible they treat their employees as it concerns the basic right to record at work. Now, indulge me for a moment because there are situations, I guess, that it would be inappropriate to record at work, but then I mean, is there? Honestly, is there? Most of the time you can do your job. Cops do their job with body cameras. I can think of a lot of different times where I've been at a work situation and there's literally nothing to do. And I mean, so companies get mad because there's nothing to do and you'd rather be recording at work. Link in the description below. I've started subscribing to this young lady who like said it out pretty good in tone. Again, check out some of her stuff. Link in the description. It talks about this very topic, and while at the end of the video she arrives to the conclusion of I would perceive to be like neutrality, I'm straight up saying that it's okay to record yourself at work. The only reason it wouldn't be okay to record yourself at work, obviously, is if you didn't have the consent of other people that you're recording. But as it concerns you and yourself and your face and your body, then there should be nobody that's able to tell you that you can't record at work, especially if you're not doing anything. I mean, I like that's kind of the thing, right? Is I mean, if you're not doing anything and you can make videos and stuff, you're doing something during that time. Moreover, I feel like as we move into the future, there's no. I would always encourage my staff, anyone, like people recording at work is good. It's good. There's never any bad publicity. Seriously, I mean, why not let your employees record at work? Why not allow them to show their skills making ice cream or paint? Some of the more notable examples of people that have gotten fired for bringing customers into the door just from being exposed to the delivery guys, like the pizza makers handling of the dough at Domino's. I mean, that's good for business. I don't, calling a paint store and asking them if it's okay to put blueberries in your paint before you mix it isn't going to kill anybody. I mean, are you upset at the paint store because you have to answer the phone and answer some questions? I mean, again, is this not the expectation for your job? I mean, are expectations just like secret, like low key, just do nothing, but don't tell anybody that you're doing nothing and earning money? I mean, again, I don't get it, And then, like, people in high management get, upset because of some reason. I mean, why isn't it okay to record at work? So I was also, there's the example of the nurses who bash on patients and stuff. And unfortunately for you, if you're on the side of sort of presenting an argument in kind of a HIPAA way or whatever, listen, people's thoughts should not be controlled in their opinions. And I'm sorry if people don't want to hear from nurses about how needy and annoying us like their customers can be. I mean, as working class people, how many times have we made fun of the very people that are in our stores, our establishment? I mean, it's just kind of a worker thing, you know? I mean, so to say that nurses can't talk about their experiences with patients is seriously like, I don't know, an aura of Nazism as it concerns telling you what you can and can't do. I mean, so far as you don't give a patient's name out and dox them. I recently was told about the definition of doxing, and that was good. Good looking now, roommate. So, but the thing is I strongly believe that nurses should also be able to record at work. I mean, I'm interested in seeing what people see at work. Otherwise, how would we know? We just wouldn't. But are we supposed to not know? Like, is that the whole point? The corporate world doesn't want anybody to know how the people are all exploited, and we're all just kind of stuck fighting with ourselves about whether or not it's okay to record at work, when in fact it is okay to record at work. There's no law that says you can't record in your workplace. And furthermore, even if it does, I mean, what about the attorney who got in trouble because I guess lawyers aren't supposed to do any kind of work that isn't related to law? I mean, holy potatoes, you lawyers. At one point in my life, I've aspired to be one. I find that every single day that passes, I'm so happy that I didn't follow in that career path, just because it seems like there are a lot of rules, and obviously being 36, unemployed, relatively outspoken, and with really nothing to lose, I can understand kind of the concession there that I could have made to have the kind of lawyer life. But I mean, that would have lasted a whole couple years, I guess, because again, there's many examples. All of the things we've talked about actually happened at some point. And to be fired from your job just because you're doing things that aren't related to your job, and you're not even talking about your job, it's just somebody gets all hurt, because like they find out that you have a few thousand subs, or that you're trying to like live a life outside of work, so people are like, wait a second, you can't have fun. And it's so bad. It's like, why? This is why the world's so sad, because people like don't want other people to like enjoy anything. It's crazy. It's like, not only do we want you to work for pennies on the dollar below any sort of reasonable cost of living, but we want you to like it, and we don't want you to say anything bad about us, because that makes us look bad, and we just want to look good even though we're secretly the worst. It's like, wow, I don't really understand it. Again, the best example, obviously, is that most uniformed police officers wear body cameras. So, I mean, I guess it is kind of important to record yourself at work. I mean, I think even the lawyer buddies would agree with that, as it concerns degrees of liability and who's responsible for what. And I mean, how many times has camera footage saved a person from getting convicted of a crime they may have not committed, just simple point in fact, because of that evidence that's been able to provide to people from video recording equipment and so forth. And so I think that it's empowering. I think that if we're going to allow people to work for $10 an hour and never raise the minimum wage, the very least we can do is allow them to try to like sort of have a life outside of work, if that is in fact what we're trying to do, which is what we should be trying to do. Empower people, at the very least, again, if not by giving them more money by at least not taking away their rights. I mean, seriously, ideally, you'd want to do both, not take away people's rights and give them more money. But I guess, we're having to deal with Trump the next 4 years and stuff like this, so we'll have to buckle down, I suppose. But let's also hope deeply and quietly that Kamala Harris, as a former prosecutor, doesn't start streaming on Twitch. If Kamala Harris starts streaming on Twitch, then every content creator under the age of 40 should just throw in the towel and let the old people have it. Just let them have the whole world. It's on fire anyway. Who cares? Figure it out on your own. We're all apparently gonna watch Kamala Harris stream Fortnite on Twitch. Oh my goodness, we've reached some low points in culture, my ladies and gentlemen, they, them, including, our former and next president being the host of a show called The Apprentice. I'm not sure if we need to jump back in the time machine to remind ourselves of, you're fired kind of a thing, but that also happened, right? So it's sort of like we all like Kim Kardashian, but we probably wouldn't vote for her to be president. So I mean, honestly, I'd rather vote for Kanye. Oh my goodness. Let's not root for broken families. That's not what I'm trying to do here, but yeah, what? Kanye did run for president in 2020, I think. So, I mean, it's not that far from the truth. I'm just saying. But yeah, regardless, I don't, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, seriously, I'm hoping that Kamala Harris isn't one of the members of Twitch. Again, just because, it makes all of our generations look bad. Seriously, if this goes down, it makes Alpha, Gen Z, Millennials, Gen X, and Boomers all look bad all at once. Just give the keys to the White House on over to the other guy. I don't know. So long as he doesn't jump on Twitch and start streaming Fortnite, I think we're all okay. But if that happens, then there really is no hope. So I hope that you guys have imagine an RPG Apprentice game. I shouldn't even say that out loud because then maybe it's okay, bye.